Hey guys, right here I have a 2014 BMW 116d SE. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The 1 Series does come standard with a keyless start system, so just have the key fob inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The F20 1 Series does come standard with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. The SE trim does get a leather wrapped steering wheel. The 116D can be paired to either a 6-speed manual or an 8-speed automatic transmission as seen in this 116D. To shift the electronic gear lever into drive, put your foot on the brake, press the unlock button on the right of the gear lever itself, and pull the lever all the way down. While in drive, clicking the gear lever over to the left activates Sport mode, and tipping the gear lever up or down while in this position activates the Steptronic manual shifting mode. Pull back to upshift, and push forward to downshift. To engage reverse, make sure the gear lever is back in drive, hit the unlock button again, and push the lever all the way up. This car has been specified with the optional rear parking sensors and its display that activates once reverse is engaged. For neutral, if in drive, push up once, and if in reverse, pull down once. For park, hit the P button right on top of the gear lever. There are some buttons to the right of the gear lever. The topmost button, if pressed once, activates the vehicle's traction control system, and if pressed for a longer period of time, the vehicle's stability control function deactivates. The switch just below this button is for your drive performance control driving modes. You can choose between Eco Pro, Comfort, and Sport. Eco Pro gears the car towards better fuel efficiency, Comfort is the default setting, and Sport gives drivers a more engaging drive. In terms of safety, the 1 Series SE gets 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, cornering brake control, hill start assist, dynamic brake lights, tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Alright, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release mechanism works in such a way that you pull the release lever once to pop the bonnet open, and pull the lever a second time to release the catch holding the bonnet to the body of the car. SE trimmed cars comes with 16-inch V-spoke style 378 light alloy rims as standard. The rims on this car are wrapped in Bridgestone Turanza ER300 205/55 R16 run flat tires. Ventilated disc brakes are present at all four corners, and the suspension comprises of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link rear setup. BMW launched the first generation 1 Series in 2004 as a replacement for the 3 Series Compact. The first generation was available as only a 5-door hatchback at first, before being joined by a 3-door hatchback, a 2-door coupe, and a 2-door convertible in 2007, which also brought a midlife facelift. The codenames were E87 for the 5-door hatchback, E81 for the 3-door hatchback, E82 for the coupe, and E88 for the convertible. The second generation F20 1 Series 5-door hatchback debuted in 2011, followed by the F21 1 Series 3-door hatchback in 2012. With the second generation, the coupe and the convertible models became the 2 Series, in line with BMW's new naming strategy. The F20 and the F21 body styles were given a facelift for 2015. The 116d gets BMW's N47D20, 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbo diesel inline-4 engine with BMW's twin-power turbo technology that includes a variable geometry turbocharger and common rail direct injection. In the 116d, this engine produces 114 horsepower at 4000 rpm and 260 Nm of torque between 1750 and 2500 rpm. With the 8-speed automatic, 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour takes 10.7 seconds, and the top speed is 124 miles per hour or 200 km per hour. The fuel tank measures approximately 52 liters, and the combined fuel consumption for the 116d automatic is 68.9 miles per gallon or 4.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 109 grams per kilometer, and the 116d is rear-wheel drive. The F20 1 Series went on sale in the UK in September 2011 with the 116i and the 118i petrol engines, and the 116d, the 118d, and the 120d diesel engines. The range was updated in 2012 to feature the 125i petrol, the M135i petrol, the 114d diesel, the 116d efficient dynamics diesel, and the 125d diesel engines. Depending on the engine chosen, manual, automatic, or sport automatic transmissions can be chosen, as is the option of having X-Drive all-wheel drive. The trim levels start with the ES, then the SE, the Urban, the Sport, and then the top-of-the-line M Sport. The efficient dynamics variant is based on the SE, while the M135i gets the M Sport package and more. The facelifted F20 went on sale in April 2015 with updated looks and refreshed engine choices. A full list of current F20 variants available in the UK is listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of this 116d SE includes automatic manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, automatic wipers, halogen daytime running lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, LED rear number plate lights, indicators on the side mirrors, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, chrome surround for the kidney grille with the slats finished in black, and a single chrome exhaust pipe. You do have quite a large storage bin down there, together with a bottle holder. And right here you do have your mirror controls, window controls, all of them are fully automatic in both ways, window lock, and you do have your speaker right there and right up there. To the right of the headlight switch, you have the levers to adjust the level of the headlight, as well as the lever to adjust the brightness of the interior at night. BMW door sills for the front. And the driver's seat in this 116d SE does get full manual adjustments as standard. This lever controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, And that lever down there controls your seat position. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The 1 Series in SE trim does get very simple aircon controls. All of them are located right here. You do have your fan speed in the middle, rear defrost, recirculation, air conditioning, temperature, and your different modes together with your front defrost. This 116D has been specified with the BMW Business Media package that comprises of a 6.5-inch color display, various media connectivity options, and BMW Business navigation. Also specified for this car is the Harman Kardon loudspeaker system that has 12 speakers producing 360 watts of power. I must say the Harman Kardon sound system available for the 1 Series does sound quite good. The 6.5-inch display right above is actually controlled using your set of controls right down here. You do have your media, radio, menu, telephone and navigation shortcut buttons, your back and option buttons, as well as this knob that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right and clicks down for enter. As usual, let's start with the menu that's right on top, and that is Multimedia. Click the knob down to select that option, and we are brought to your Multimedia submenu with your CD, external devices, and sound. Under sound, you can adjust your bass treble, balance and fader, your volume settings, or reset the sound settings back to factory settings. Under external devices, you can access your USB, Bluetooth audio streaming, auxiliary, and set up your wireless device connection. Right now we are in your main Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have your artist, album, song number, title, and song duration. To the left, you can go back a song, go forward a song, perform a search, or look at your currently playing playlist. Push the knob to the left to go back to the previous menu. And we are back to the main menu. Now, say we are in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu. You do not actually need to push the knob to the left 3 times to go back to the main menu. You can always hit the menu button straight away. And it goes right back to the main menu. Next up, we do have radio. In radio, you can access your FM, AM, and DAB digital radio menus. You can also perform a manual tuning search, look at your list of available radio stations in the area, so on and so forth. Under telephone, you can look at your phone book, redial your last number, look at your received calls, dial a number, and manage your Bluetooth devices. And next up, we do have navigation. You can input your destination via different options, look at your recent destinations, points of interest, address book, enter your GPS coordinates, and look at your map. We are currently in your main maps. Now, if that part right down there is highlighted, you can use the knob to zoom in and out, and push the knob to the left to bring up a list of map options. You do have your additional information, map views, interactive map. In interactive map, you can use the knob to go up, down, left and right to go to your desired location, and click the knob down to bring up a list of options for the interactive map. You do have traffic information, points of interest, your different route options, spoken instructions and guidance. Next up, we do have contacts. You can add a new contact, look at your contacts, and look at your messages. Under Connected Drive, you can look at your vehicle messages, look at your mobile CAN number, hotline number, and your service center number. Under Vehicle Information, you can look at your vehicle status with your tire pressure monitoring system, engine oil level, service indicators, and your check control, which basically tells you whether there is anything wrong with the car. Your trip computer, which lists out your start time, elapsed time, distance traveled, average fuel consumption and average speed. Your onboard computer with your range, average fuel consumption, average speed, and if you do have your navigation active, it will show up your distance to destination and estimated time of arrival right here. As with most other modern BMWs, the iDrive system also stores your owner's handbook. So you can look at your different parts of the car via the system. You can search it via quick reference, which is via the different most used parts of the car. You can search it via pictures or your full-blown owner's handbook. Use the knob to spell out the particular option you want to search for. And that's about it. And right on top, you do have your BMW Efficient Dynamics monitor, your driving style analysis, efficient dynamics information, Eco Pro tips, and that's all. Lastly, we do have settings. Under settings, you can set your control display brightness, time and date, language, units, sound, speed, lights, and all that. You can even perform a software update via this menu. Back to the multimedia menu. If you push the knob to the right, you can access a list of options where you can turn off the display, show up the external devices on the owner's handbook to read more about it, and there is a list of multimedia options as well with your random track selection, Bluetooth, and Bluetooth information. If you're in your radio menu, it will show up your radio right here with your radio options, or if you're in your navigation menu, it will show up your navigation right here as well as your navigation options. And that's about it for the system. Below the hazard light switch, you do have your central locking. And right down here, you do have your 8 shortcut buttons. You can program these 8 buttons to store your favorite radio station, your favorite navigation destination, your favorite contact, so on and so forth. You do have your C-track buttons right here, eject, your CD player, it is MP3 compatible, volume and power knob, and right here, the mode button allows you to cycle through your different media modes, and this one turns on or off your traffic announcements. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, selecting your different modes, scrolling through your different tracks or radio stations, your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system, as well as your voice control. And on the left spoke, you do have your cruise control. On the left stalk, you do have your indicator controls. And if you locate the button at the end of the indicator stalk, you can cycle through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your range, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, date, turning the display off, just displaying the time, and back to your range. Within that display, you also do have your gear position right above. On the top right, you do have your auto start-stop indicator. And down below, from left to right, you do have your outside temperature, mileage, and trip meter. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. To activate your automatic wipers, press the button at the end of the wiper stalk. Right above the start engine button, you have the button to activate or deactivate your auto start-stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it via this lever right here. You do have cup holders down here, together with a power outlet, a bit of storage, adjustable center armrest, with storage down below. You do have your auxiliary and USB ports right in here as well. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and your interior lights right above. And you do have your SOS button right up here as well. The sun visor for the driver's side does have a vanity mirror and a grip handle right above. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your window control right here, and the rear seat backs do fold. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate this lever on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and flip the seat back down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. I do have a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I have about this much, and about this much headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. It might feel a bit cramped for some people, but there are cutouts on the front seat backs that aid with a bit of extra legroom. There are no storage pockets on the front seat backs for this one, but you do get a bit of storage down there. There is no rear center armrest as well. Your rear interior lights right above. And you do have grip handles with hooks on the ceiling for both sides. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself, locate the BMW badge, push it in, and lift the rear hatch up. Boot space in the F20 1 Series is 360 litres with the rear seat backs upright and 1200 litres with the rear seat backs folded and the cargo cover removed. You can find the additional speakers and tweeters for the Harman Kardon system on either side of the rear next to the cargo cover. On both sides of the boot are hooks to hang items on, and to the right there is a storage area as well as a light that illuminates the area. To the left, there is the vehicle's first aid kit and warning triangle hidden behind a cover, and underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's battery. I probably forgot to mention this, but you do have BMW door sills for the back as well. You do get adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have quite a bit of storage down there together with a bottle holder, and you do have your window control right here. You do have speakers right there and right up there. The front passenger seat does get the same set of manual adjustments as the driver's side. The glove box isn't very big, but you can still store maybe a few items in there. Grip handles for this side as well. And the front passenger's sun visor does have a vanity mirror as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2014 BMW 116d SE. Thanks for watching and goodbye.